Back in today, I will teach you about sum and difference of function. And first out, we have to know what is sum and difference of function. For example, when f of x and g of x combine it together, the result we get from both of them is f plus g of x, or f minus g of x. That result, we call it sum or difference of function. If it's sum, the sign will be plus, and if it's difference, the sign will be minus. And you have to remember, f and g doesn't necessarily has to go in that order where f go first and g go after. F and G can always change their position based on how the question asks you, so you have to pay attention to that. For the sum or difference of function, we can find the y value at the exact given x by adding or subtracting the y coordinate of the f of x and the g of x. For example, if the sum difference of function at x equal 3, you can find f of x when x equal 3, you can find and finding g of x when x equal 3, find that two value, that y value, you adding them together because it's a sum function. After you adding them together, you will get the y coordinate for your sums of function. Now we move on to real life application. How is it important? For sum or difference of function, they are biggest example of economic and business, as they can be used to find the demand curve, create a demand curve graph, or to calculate the total revenue of something. Here I'm showing you an example. Example, in the pastry shop, they produce a X number of cookie and bread. So X cookie and X bread. The revenue from selling cookie is represented by the function c of x equal x, and the revenue from selling bread is represented by the function b of x equal to x squared. What is the total revenue of bread and cookie when x at 10? Okay, first we know we have total. Total means that two things added together, so therefore we have a sum function. So, plus. The sign in the middle has to be plus. And by the question, it asks for bread and cookie. So that we know that, okay, b of x plus c of x equal to that function. We know. B of x we know so far is x squared. And for c of x is x. By replacing them into the function, so basically b of x plus c of x, we got x squared plus x. Because the y plus x, you asking, because it's a total, so you're adding them two together. So it's x squared plus x. So x equal to 10 because you just want to replace the x coordinate in, as the x coordinate is constant throughout the whole entire thing, just the y coordinate change. So therefore, x equal 10, so 10 squared plus 10. 10 squared is 100, so 100 plus 10 equals to 110. There. $110 is your amount of money for total revenue for selling bread and cookie. And you might ask how you graph it. Same exact thing. When you want to graph x at 1, you're replacing 1 into the x and then you got the graph. X at 2, replacing it in. X equal to negative 2, replace it in. And here's the estimated graph that I got from replacing in the number. There we go. Thank you for watching our short lesson today. Goodbye.